here. For is the one, changing of place is your residence, so it is the year of 2025.
My lady?
Yes.
Yes, in the matter my lady award, would you appear for the contact person? Contact person.
Accused.
Yes, I've been requested to hold you for Mr. Gatti for the fifth accused person.
I'm left in the first accused.
Yes, my lady.
We're there for the first accused.
My lady, Miss Kemuto.
Yes.
I'm sorry, my lady, I was a bit held up in the morning. Miss Kemuto, I'm calling you for Mr. Munyeri.
That is because you know I'm waiting for you.
Not really, actually.
I'm treating you very bad.
I'm really
sorry. You can put that accorded. When you come here and still, huh?
No, I thought we were taking the plea in open court.
I'll change my mind.
I'm sorry, my lady. I'm sorry to keep the court waiting.
For the first accused?
Yes, I hold you for Mr. Munyeri for the first accused. I equally have instructions to appear for the third accused alongside Miss Morande.
You also have instructions to appear for?
The third accused person alongside Miss Morande.
We are full house. I think so. Okay, Ms. Kemuto, you promise I'm ready for first accused and also appearing alongside Ms. Morande for third accused.
Yes, my lady.
And for the record, my lady, I'm present.
Who now?
Morande.
He is present in court, not to write him, you know. Good. So you got Ms. Oko?
Yes, Your Ladyship, I'm
That is
present.
ready for plea?
Yes, we are ready for plea. The mental assessment was done, and all the accused persons are fit to plead.
I assume that all parties are ready to proceed. Are all of you ready to proceed?
Yes, my lady.
Yes, my lady.
Ready to proceed. Ready to proceed.
Proceed, Ruto. What language are they going to use? First accused? Second accused? Third accused? Fourth accused? Fifth accused?
Sorry.
We start with first accused. What language?
Kiswahili.
Next?
Kiswahili.
Next?
Swahili.
Next?
Swahili.
We are done. We know the time.
Swahili.
Proceed, Ruto.
Geoffrey Ndumu, Willie alias Movado. Peter Okech, alias DJ Ayo.
Yes.
Joseph Kihara Kariuki, alias Jose.
Yes.
Stephen Machete Musodo, alias Machete.
Yes.
Evans Aseka Okututi.
Yes.
Nyinyi wote mnakabidhiwa na mashtaka ya mauaji ambayo ni kinyume na sheria, na maelezo ya kesi ni kwamba usiku wa tarehe 18 mwezi wa kwanza mwaka huu katika town ya Elbagon ambayo iko hapa MOLO sub county kata ya Nakuru, mkiwa na wengine ambao wako mbele ya koti, mliweza kumuua Richard Haga Otieno alias MOLO president. Mshtakiwa wa kwanza Geoffrey Ndumu, unakubali ama unakataa? Utaongea na nguvu ndio koti isikie. Mshtakiwa wa pili Peter Okech, unakubali ama unakataa?
Nakataa.
Mshtakiwa wa tatu Joseph Kihara, unakubali ama unakataa?
Nakataa.
Mshtakiwa wa nne Stephen Machete, unakubali ama unakataa?
Nakataa.
Mshtakiwa wa tano Evans Aseka Okututi, unakubali ama unakataa?
So, my lady, for the first and third accused person, we'll be praying for lenient bond terms or cash bail.
Let's first hear whether there's any. We'll start with the prosecution. It is easier that way. I've entered a plea of not guilty for each one of them.
Yes, Your Ladyship, on the issue of bond, we are opposed to the admission of all the accused persons to bond terms at this stage. We just filed an affidavit on the same. So we have not had an opportunity to serve the defense counsels with the affidavit on bond. But we undertake to serve the defense counsels with the same by close of business today. So that they may also have an opportunity to respond.
Okay, this copy, the court has been given this copy. This is affidavit filed on the team, that is today, owned by somebody Patrick Washira. So for the defense now will talk first.
Yes,
After you are done, you wish to respond within how long?
we can respond within minimum of 7 days. However,
Identify yourself.
Ms. Kemunto,
So when you speak, if you appear alongside another, then one of you to address the court.
okay, very well. Ms. Kemunto for the first accused, as well as the third accused person. Yes, we can respond in a minimum of 7 days. However, also, my lady, we would like to bring the court to note that the prosecution has been handling this matter with a cavalier attitude.
With what?
Cavalier attitude, noting that the first accused person in particular was arrested on the 8th of February. Yes, 2nd of February. Sorry for
February.
Yes, 2nd of February,
Which year?
2025. And last week on the 6th of March 2025 is when they were brought before this Honorable Court for plea taking, which was deferred on the reason that mental assessment was not done. So prior and after that, we were never informed, or rather the affidavit that was done was never served upon us. In good time, we would have responded today. And also we have information that counsel watching brief in this matter has been going to the place where...
Wait a minute,
That counsel watching brief in this matter
Are you arguing court for some reason?
Pardon, my lady?
Why is this information necessary at this moment?
It is necessary because these are reasons that they insist that the accused person should not be granted bond. Counsel watching brief.
You have already seen the affidavit.
Not yet, but I believe this is one of the reasons. Maybe I can address court on that. And my lady, if I may proceed.
You wish to arrest your responses.
No, I'm informing the court on what is actually happening and the reason why the accused...
So that the court does what?
It is for record purposes because of the conduct of the prosecution and counsel watching brief, particularly the counsel watching brief. Because she has no business visiting the accused persons in prison, in remand.
Has been visiting who?
The accused persons in remand, intimidating them.
Which accused?
All accused persons. She has no business talking to the accused persons who are represented by advocates. This we find is a way of intimidating the accused person. Though we are not applying for her recusal as at this moment, however, if the conduct persists, we'll apply for her recusal in this matter.
My lady, may I?
Just a minute, counsel. These are not just mere allegations. The accused persons are here and they can respond.
Who else?
My lady,
Ayuda?
my lady, Miranda.
Yes,
Kemuto, Ayuda?
Yes, Ms. Kemuto, I'm done.
My lady, if I may,
That is who?
Miranda for the third accused person.
My lady, I believe I should go first for the second accused person
Because I have started writing and you don't seem to get what I'm saying, let her proceed.
Yes,
I
my
will
lady.
not keep cancelling these proceedings.
My lady, I was just adding on what my colleague has said, and for that reason, my lady, we are requesting for a prevail report. For us to enable us respond effectively to the affidavit in opposition of bond.
Prevail report for who?
For the third accused person and the first accused person, my lady.
Next.
My lady, I can leave Mr. Monegi to address the court on behalf of the second accused person.
My lady, on behalf of the second accused person, my name is Moniki. We request that the prosecution do provide us with all the witness statements and all copies of exhibits that they intend to rely on during the trial. We also pray that we've been served with the said affidavit which has been filed to enable us to respond comprehensively on the issue of the bonds for the second accused person.
My lady, if I may.
Who is it?
My lady, Mr. Walsh appearing for the fourth and the fifth accused person.
You can see the way I'm writing. I'm trying to make my handwriting very beautiful. Because what these people are doing is you have brought even the handwritten. Written proceedings are for the data center. So I have to write not the way we usually write so quickly. I'm trying to make it easy for people to possibly read even the handwritten proceedings. So this is Miss who? Miss Mother, Miss Awol.
Appearing for the fourth. Yes. For the fourth and holding brief for Mr. Gatti for the fifth accused person. Lady, I'm going to the sentiment of my non-employees.
Okay. Okay. It's on behalf of the same on behalf of who? No, I have to go back. On behalf of fourth accused and Mr. Gatti for fifth accused.
This person. I read the sentiment of my non-employees in this matter. However, Your Honor, I express my dissatisfaction with the issue of the affidavit as just clarified today. Based on being Your Honor, the accused person have a right to have a right under Article 50 of the Constitution to be released on favorable bond term. Your Honor, from the conduct of the situation, it is clear to deny the accused has this right. By filing this affidavit today, Your Honor will be applying that the prosecution is from such behavior, since the matter was earlier fixed on and all the parties were aware that the matter was coming today for plea taking. It ought to have been served earlier, considering the fourth and the accused person have stayed in remand for quite a while. We'll be applying that the same be served towards the purpose of business to do.
That is what that those were her remarks. If I remember, I think that is what she said. That she undertakes to serve by close of business today. Yes, I can remember that was not bad, yeah? Who else?
My lady, if I may, this is Wamaitha. I appear watching brief on behalf of the family. And Your Honor, if the court agrees, we are also praying to put an affidavit, Your Honor, alongside with the one for the prosecution, opposing bonds on behalf of the family that we undertake to serve at the close of business today. Your Honor, the first accused lawyer, counsel has also made some sentiments.
I doubt that you would write as fast as I do.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Madam, I believe I'm very fast, but you are very fast in talking, yeah? Again, it is also, of course there is recording, but for me to access the transcription here, I would need to go through a very lengthy route because I don't have any rights to do that. So that is on behalf of the family?
Yes, on behalf of the family, Your Honor. If the court...
You seek to...
Yes, Your Honor, to put another...
To put in an affidavit?
Yes, of the same, posting the bond of the accused persons, Your Honor, on behalf of the family, with the due reasoning, Your Honor, and the same to be served within the end of today to my counterparts, Your Honor, if the court is agreeable.
You do what today?
An affidavit, Your Honor.
You want to do it today?
Yes, Your Honor, and serve it.
You do it by close of business today?
Yes, and serve upon my counterparts. Equally, Your Honor, if I may, I wish also to inform this court that some of the sentiments that my colleagues is making before this court, Your Honor, are malicious because they cannot be substantiated before this court, Your Honor. I'm acting on behalf of the family and I have no business with the accused persons.
Allegations regarding what?
Cannot be substantiated before this court, Your Honor.
Which allegations?
But the first counsel, the first accused counsel, Your Honor, I think I made some sentiments before we started this session, Your Honor. And Your Honor, I believe that is not in order. Your Honor, that's all.
With your kind permission, Your Ladyship. Your Ladyship?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yes, in the matter, my name is Buto. I'm also appearing on behalf of the family, but on behalf of the Law Society of Kenya. Your Ladyship, this matter before you is a public interest matter. And that is the reason why there is so much interest in the conduct of this matter. And the overriding objective should be substantive justice to be done to the family of the accused person.
Family to the family of?
To the family of the deceased. That is Richard Otieno. The prosecution has made our submissions, and from the Law Society of Kenya, we support
the prosecution in the application she has made, and your ladyship, these individuals, it is even for their own good that they are not admitted to bail or bond because of the nature of the case. They are safe in being in government charge.
Are you now responding to arguing this affidavit that is not served on them? Don't close that line. It will not be fair to them.
It's okay, your ladyship. I support the prosecution
Maybe
case.
you have accessed it, maybe you have accessed it, but they haven't. So you'll be stealing a match, eh?
Most of that is all from this side.
Who else? Are we now done? Miss Okot, last week as response to this? Because somebody has even said that they want to be surprised with the statements and exhibit, documentary exhibit.
Yes, your ladyship, we undertake to also supply the witness statements and all the documents we intend to rely on during this trial. It is quite bulky, so we shall do that within the next 7 days to all the parties involved in this matter.
So,
your ladyship may also take directions on the issue of bond hearing.
now,
My ladyship, if I may, just before you take directions, this is Ms. Kemuto. We request to be supplied with the statements as well as the evidence alongside the affidavit, so that we can as well see the need for them to oppose the bond terms. My colleague has all the witness statements in her file, I can see. So she can supply them all in the close of business today or tomorrow if there is need for copies to be made.
now if you say that they be supplied today, by close of business today, and she said she can do that in 7 days because they are bulky,
It's just
and
making
you are
copies.
so many, is that asking too much?
But
My lady, if I may, the reason we are asking the same to be supplied alongside the affidavit is for the reasons that the affidavit itself is not sufficient to inform us.
So can we say then that if it takes 7 days for the document, can everything then be served within 7 days?
My lady, on the part of the second accused person, Ms. Ngugi, we need to respond to this affidavit within 7 days.
Yes, of course.
Yes, your ladyship.
And you see, I'm wondering, there are some things, when you do some things,
Yes.
you have so much proceedings that are not geared towards disposal of a matter. That is why you should agree on some of these small issues, in terms, not so much talking so that this file is already, I don't know how many pages now, handwritten, and there is nothing we are doing. There's nothing much we are doing in regard to the issue of board and in regard to disposal of a matter, finally. Because finally, disposal of this matter, hearing and disposal of this matter. So I don't wish to keep writing these things. Let me hear Then let me hear from Madam Opo. Let me hear from you.
Yes, Your
How
Ladyship.
fast can you supply this?
Your Ladyship, I informed the court earlier with regards to the affidavit that I can do by close of business today. But the committal bundles, even the one I have, is still not very complete because there are some documents that are yet to be supplied to us from the DCI Homicide Division. That's why I prayed for 7 days to supply the whole...
So what I'm getting from them is like, we have already gone to pre-trial. We have already gone to pre-trial. That is the direction the defense is taking. We are already at pre-trial. So let me know how much time you require to, how much time upon service. Upon service, you insist upon service for evidence, documentary evidence, plus any other. How much time do you require to respond to that application or to that affidavit? I want now to put it as a consent here. I want to finalize here. If you are served, we say that you can do that within. So the maximum that she has to supply both the documentary evidence and documentary evidence is 7 days, inclusive of now this affidavit. Because they're telling me, even if you are served with the affidavit today, you will not be able to respond without the document. That is why I'm saying it's like you have already gone to pre-trial. Which is which, so that I record this as a consent.
On my side, Ms. Kemunta, I'll need 3 days to respond after service.
My lady, it's the same for the second accused person.
My lady, for the third accused person, I can also take 3 days.
My lady, I'll also take 3 days for the fourth accused person and the fifth.
Okay, if you are taking 3 days and you have, you want to include the documentary evidence, that is said to be bulky, then I'll have one, you come after, close of business today, you get the affidavit, then within 3 days after that you respond, if that is what you want.
Yes, my
And
lady.
then I'll give you another day to get the documents if you're not able to supply. So it will come so many times. Isn't it easier to combine them? If you insist that you need the documentary evidence to be able to respond to the affidavit for God.
My lady.
Because I don't know why you have gone that way on an issue of God.
My lady, kindly.
Who is the senior most of you? Kindly address me. When you don't know, you know. It is expected that you know. At this person, you can see it. Oh, see it. These people are just doing lawyer in here. Getting shitty. Are they seated or standing? They are standing. She'll be so tired as they talk of laws here and things.
My lady, can I be able to address you? I'm the senior most, it seems.
Yes, that sounds like good.
Yes, it's Mugi.
Okay.
Yes.
That sounds like your voice. See, I told you, in the time I know your voices.
This is what we were suggesting on the part of the defense. The prosecution can give us, they can supply the statements and any evidentiary materials within 7 days.
7 days?
Yes. Then we can be able to respond within the 3 days. of being
Okay.
supplied.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So are you saying you have both the affidavits plus the documentary evidence in 7 days?
Sure, my lady, because we cannot be able to respond to an affidavit without seeing...
Yeah, that is making
yes,
sense. Because
yes.
that is making sense. If you have agreed to that, it makes a lot of sense. So that you don't keep coming for nothing.
Yes, true.
If she takes, now she serves within 7 days, and even if she decides to serve you without affidavit to be written, there is no problem. But to file and serve the affidavit plus documents within 7 days, and the defense and those watching brief to file theirs. I had someone wanted to file something.
Yes, Your Honor, that is me, Ms. Wamaitha, on behalf of the family.
Okay. So I'll be recording. Okay, this is a consent. You know, I'll record when you are doing it. This is it. That it is by consent. The prosecution to file, the prosecution to serve the defense and counsel watching brief with documentary, with the affidavit and documentary evidence and statements within 7 days. Is that okay so far? So that I write?
Yes, yes, my lady.
So by consent of parties, the prosecution to supply the defense and counsel watching brief for the family and LSK with documentary evidence, statements, and affidavits, filed by IP Patrick Washila, within 7 days from today. Number 2, the defense and the counsel watching brief for the family, LSK, to file their responses within 3 days of service by the prosecution. Yep, now, give me a bit, there we have now, we have 10 days. Give me a date now that is convenient.
27th of March for compliance.
27th of March, compliance on 27.
Yes, sir. 27th of
27.
27, correct.
Accused persons demanded in custody. Thank you. And be at peace. Let people be at peace as you handle this matter. Try as much as it is possible so that we finalize this case. Asanteni for participating. Thank you.
Most obliged.
Available people.
Yes, Your Honor.
I can do that.
Yes, you are loud and clear.
What has happened in that course will not happen again. You wait until someone confirms that you have had